Meanwhile, a 2008 study out of Indiana University reported, contrary to stereotypes about sexual performance and masculinity, men interviewed in a large international study reported that being seen as honorable, self-reliant, and respected was more important to their ideals of masculinity than the being seen as attractive, sexually active, or successful with women, regardless of age or nationality. And this asked men in Brazil, in Italy, all over the place. The men more frequently ranked good health, harmonious family life, and good relations with their wife or partner as more important to their quality of life than material, self-fulfilling, or purely sexual concerns. So, I seem to be seeing a pattern here. I seem to be seeing a pattern that feminists define toxic masculinity based on their attitudes toward men. Not how men are, not how men behave, not the expectations that men have of each other or that society has of men, but how feminists think of men.
This actually happened to my eldest son, who's in grade 8. He was in the schoolyard playing. A grade 1 girl walked up to him, slapped him across the head, and said, "You are not allowed to hit girls. You cannot hit me back." Mm-hmm. I'd like to...
Well, at least she was being honest. You know, and an adult woman who would do that would probably find a way to turn herself into the victim. You have to tell him. You know, I mean, like that little girl who hit your son, it's the most honest thing she could say. I mean, everything she said was true.
Yeah, what astounded me is I wondered, how would a 6-year-old child learn this concept?
Oh, they know. They know.
But
I mean,
where?
they see domestic violence commercials too, and you know, and it's never okay to hit a woman. And maybe they heard it from their father when their brother was, you know, poking them, or you don't hurt girls, right?
You should never let your man leave the house hungry or horny, because somewhere out there's a hoe with a sandwich waiting to pounce when you least expect it. You gotta watch.
Baby Yoda, 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 baby Yoda. The galaxy is going to...
Well, after years of researching and fact-checking what the men's rights activists were telling me, there is no denying that there are many human rights issues that uniquely or disproportionately affect men. Paternity fraud uniquely affects men. The United States Selective Service, in the case of a draft, still uniquely affects men. Workplace deaths, disproportionately men. War deaths, overwhelmingly men. Suicide, overwhelmingly men. Sentencing disparity, life expectancy, child custody, child support, false rape allegations, criminal court bias, misandry, failure to launch, boys falling behind in education, homelessness, veterans issues, infant male genital mutilation, lack of parental choice once a child is conceived, lack of resources for male victims of domestic violence. So many issues that are heartbreaking if you are the victim or you love someone who's the victim of any one of these issues. These are men's issues, and most people can't name one.
I just have to say this real quick. My favorite thing on TikTok right now is that countless men are sticking their balls in all types of food. You're sticking...